All right, folks, listen, this is a live stream, and in this video, I'm going to be showing information. A lot of it is new about it's just more confirmation of why it's going to happen this year. My two predictions, and this video is mainly about. Well, it's connected to both my predictions of June 11th and August 4th, because June 11th Washington State gets struck, and August 4th is when Trump gets his head wound in Ohio. Anyway, like I said, if you're new, you're not going to understand what I'm talking about. But if you're new to the channel, just make sure you watch all my live streams. That's where I've been doing all my videos under the live stream section. Just work your way back from the most recent to just work your way back after that. But anyway, all right, folks, let's get started here. So you know that this June 11th event is connected to Elvis, okay? Because I've explained to you guys that that everything to do with the Seattle Space Needle connects to Elvis, okay? And Elvis connects to everything to the needle itself, and that's what that whole Crown 19 sickness was about, because Elvis represents Lucifer, and when Lucifer was in heaven, he got tossed out because, see, Lucifer was given a crown name, okay? And the name Lucifer equals 74, okay? Just like Jesus. Jesus equals 74. Jesus created Lucifer, and he made Lucifer perfect, except iniquity was found in him because he was given free will, Lucifer. And that's where the iniquity was found. And that's why he thought he was God. He was made so perfect, Lucifer. Because Jesus is perfect. Jesus equals 74. Lucifer equals 74. Because Jesus created Lucifer perfect. Except his ego, his free will. You understand? And anyway, so when he got tossed out of heaven, after there was a war, he got tossed out of heaven, he became Satan. So he went from 74, Satan equals 55. So 74 minus 19 is 55. So he lost his 19 crown. His name was Lucifer, lost his 19 crown. And that's what that whole 19 sickness was about. And where was the first case of the 19 sickness? It was in Seattle, okay? It was in Seattle, the first case. And how it was created, and of course, it was called the 19 crown, right? And Seattle's in King County. Elvis is known as the king. And the first case was in Seattle. First outbreak was in Washington State, King County, because Seattle's in King County. And the first death was in King County. And who was the first famous person to get it? It was Tom Hanks. And what was Tom Hanks doing? He was filming the Elvis movie, okay? That's how it was connected to Elvis. Do you understand? All right? And anyway, and of course, Elvis was the first famous person to have anything to do with the Seattle Space Needle when he filmed it happened at the World's Fair in 1962, 1963. He filmed inside the Space Needle in Seattle. He's the first famous person to have anything to do with it, okay? Now, and like I said, everything to do with the needle connects to Elvis. Elvis was the first famous person to take a needle on live television. He took the polio injection on Bill Gates' first birthday. Bill Gates was born in Seattle, Washington, next to the Space Needle. And what's important about the Space Needle? The word Space Needle equals exactly the same as fallen angel. And what did I just tell you? Lucifer is the fallen angel. Okay? That's what this whole thing is about. And just to emphasize the Crown 19 connection, what I just mentioned, the fact that it was in Seattle, the first case, it's in King County, right? And Elvis is known as the king. Martin Luther King was killed in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis lived and died. And now that Martin Luther King is named after that King County in Seattle. Okay, so it's all connected. Okay, Seattle's King County. Anyway, And lastly, the year Elvis died, there was a horse that won the Triple Crown. And horse racing is known as the sport of kings, and it won the Triple Crown on June 11th. Get it? The crown in horse racing, known as the sport of kings. Elvis the King, Martin Luther King. You understand? Martin Luther King was killed in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis lived and died. Now it's named after Seattle's King County. Okay, now that I've laid that foundation of that, let's get into the connections here. And make sure you guys thumb up the video, sometime during this video or after. Okay. Anyway, so let's get started here. Anyone who gets in late, just watch from the beginning. So, Elvis was born on the 8th day, and I told you he needs the 9, right? He was born on 1/8. Elvis needs the 1/9, okay? And it's like the 19, get it? And he's born on the 8th day. The 8th prime number is 19. Okay, so there's your first connection to the 19. I'll get to why these numbers are important in a moment. But the 8th prime number is 19, and he was born on the 8th day. He needs the 1/9. Do you see it? The 1/9, right? Look how important this is. So 8 through 19, if you add up all the numbers between 8 through 19, because the 8th prime number is 19, 8 through 19 equals 162 if you add it up. And June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, the day that Washington State is going to be struck. And I don't know if I mentioned that Seattle slew when it won the Triple Crown. It was on June 11th. I just want to make sure I remembered to say that. The year Elvis died, Seattle slew. Slew means to violently kill. Okay? It's a past tense of slay. But anyway, so Elvis is born on the 8th day. He needs the 19. 8th prime number is 19. Okay? And I showed you all the connections with why it's important. If you add up all the numbers between 8 through 19 equals 162. June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. Anyway, so remember earlier I was telling you the 19 because Elvis is born on the 8th day. The 8th prime is 19. Anyway, look at this. So the prime number for 19 is 67, and Elvis equals 67. Okay? And 67 is the first number that equals 162, which is June 11th. Are you getting the ridiculous connections here already? I haven't even gotten to the new stuff yet. I'm just showing you how the 8 through 19, the 8th prime number is 19. Elvis was born on the 8th day, equals 162. June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. The 19th prime number, because it's all about the 19th crown, the 8th prime number is 19. 19th prime is 67. Elvis equals 67. And 67 is the first number that equals 162 when written out. June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. And if you spell out the whole word of, that sickness, you spell it out, it equals 155. From Elvis's birthday to June 11th is 155 days if you add the day on a regular year. See? Okay, from Elvis's birthday to 6/11 is 155 days. And by the way, if you wrote the words 155, write it out, it equals 216. It's the first number that does that, and August 4th is the 216th day of the year. You see how perfect it is? Because that's my other prediction, is August 4th, right? Now, before I move on, is there anybody that didn't understand that first part? Is there anyone who didn't understand that? If you got in late, maybe you might not understand it. But was there anyone who didn't understand that first part? Okay. Hold on. I'm not really looking at the chat, but okay. Now, here's where the new information comes in. Okay. And when I say new, I mean, when you see it all come together, it's new. Okay, so let's get started. So the date 331 is the 90th day of the year. Okay? And on leap year is 91, but since it's not a leap year, let's just go with what it is. The date 331 is the 90th day of the year. Elvis turns 90. Why am I showing 331? You'll see in a moment. The date 331, which has nothing to do with my predictions, but you'll understand why I'm showing it. The 90th day of the year, Elvis's current age is 90. Okay? So 331 connects to the 90, Elvis's current age. So I told you Elvis equals 67, and remember the 19th prime was 67, and the 8th prime was 19. It just keeps rolling over to each other, and the prime numbers, the 67th prime is 331. Okay, see how that connects? The date 331 is the 90th day. Elvis's age is 90. See, all the numbers have to match, and the 67th prime is 331. Elvis equals 67. Okay. Now, when did Elvis die? He died on 8/16. Okay, and it was not a leap year; it was just a regular year. Okay. And if you from the first of the year to 8/16, when you're using the calculator, if you don't add the days, 227 days. If you add the days, 228 days, and on a leap year, when you add the days, 229 days. So now that was from the first of the year to August 16th. Now, if you went from Elvis's death date to 331, the date, it's the exact same amount of days, depending on which year you use. Because if it lands on leap year ending, it's going to be exact. It's all the numbers are the same. See? So it connects to that 331. And what did I just show you? The 67th prime is 331. Elvis equals 67. The date 331 is the 90th day. Current age of Elvis is 90. Okay? Are you understanding? Okay? Now, you'll see why I'm showing this in a moment. Hold on one second, folks. Give me 1 second. Maybe I'll show that one last. Okay, let me show that one last. All right, let's get back to what I was talking about. So remember, I just showed you that Elvis's current age is 90. The date 331 is the 90th day of the year. And prime number 67 is 331. Elvis equals 67, right? Now, you know Elvis had an identical twin that died at birth, okay? And his name was, where is it? Sorry about that. Let me show this first real quick. Elvis had an identical twin named Jesse, and Elvis equals 67, and Jesse spelled like that on his gravestone equals 67. So Elvis and Jesse died at birth, okay? So they both equaled 67 because it was spelled like this on his gravestone. So I don't know, and I don't care what the birth certificate says, but the gravestone is spelled like that, okay? And they both equal 67. Now, so the 67th prime is 331. And remember, Elvis and Jesse both equal 67. 67th prime is 331. 67th prime is 331 because there was two of them born that day. And you add it up, it's 66,662. Okay, you add it up, right? Now, the identical twins were born on we're born in Tupelo, Mississippi. The Tupelo area code is 662. Okay? Do you understand? There was two of them born, Elvis and Jesse, both equal 67 each. 67 prime is 331, 67, 331. Add it up, you get 662. Tupelo area code is 662. You see it? What's the chance that the identical twins, like there's the only place that, and by the way, this is still not new information yet, just keep watching. And by the way, the word twin equals 66. And there was two of them that day, get it? So the word twin equals 66, and there was two of them. Another perfect puzzle piece, when you look at it. So the area code where the identical twins were born was 662, you see? And remember, And remember that I told you that that Elvis died on 8/16. The only number when connecting with the Tupelo area code of 662, the only way to get to 8/16 would be the 154 number. The Antichrist equals 154. So think about how crazy that is. So the 154 plus the Tupelo area code of 662 equals 8/16, which is Elvis's death date. The Antichrist equals 154. Tupelo's area code is 662. Added up, you get 8/16. And I told you that the 662 is the Tupelo area code connection plus the prime connections, you know, and all the other connections connecting to Elvis's death date, also connecting to 331. And because, 331 equals 662, But anyway, so let's keep going. Like I said, I know it's convoluted, but if you just, look at it one by one, the information, you'll understand it, okay? Now, Elvis, I told you, equals 67. Jesse equals 67. And I've been showing you all the connections. And I told you from Elvis's birthday to 9/11 was 8 months, 4 days. And I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4, right? And look at the percentage. This is the percentage of a year, the amount of days and whatever, months and days, is 67.67%. Look at that. And what happened that day? The Twin Towers collapsed. The twins, get it? One of them died. And then what did they do? They erected one. Do you understand? So I don't know whether they're trying to make one out of the two. Do you get what I'm saying? Whatever they're doing. Okay? And that's why you have a Washington State and a Washington, D.C. You still have two of those, you know what I mean? But anyway, so you see that 67.67%. That's the twins. The twin collapsed, the Twin Towers, 67. Elvis and Jesse. Jesse died at birth, right? And then I told you that 67 is the first number that equals 162. When written out, June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. And I just told you Elvis and Jesse equals 67. So 67 is the number that connects to June 11th, okay? And just lastly, I told you Elvis's age is 90. 331 is the 90th day because the 67th prime is 331. That's why I was showing that. And what's interesting, Washington, he was born on the 42nd day of the year originally, but they changed it to 222. So he was born on 2/11. It's interesting that the second prime is 3 and the 11th prime is 31. So there's your 331 connection. What I was just showing you with the date and the 67th prime equaling 331, And it's interesting that the 47th prime is 2/11. Elvis has been dead for 47 years, and Trump is the 47th president, and it connects to the 2/11, you see? And look, if you add up the numbers here, 2334 equals 47. And I explained to you guys that Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state. So it all connects to each other. 2/11 connects to the 331. Do you get it? All right. All right, my hand's about to fall off, folks. All right, so this is probably, like I said, this is probably the 331 is probably what they're waiting for, the connection with it, but it also connects to some more stuff. You'll see. Yeah, there's a possibility that there could be a predictive programming event that happens on that date, 331, but it doesn't have to happen. I keep, yeah, possibly, but it doesn't have to happen. Anyway, let me keep, I'm just resting my hand. My arthritis is acting up, folks. I can barely lift the phone up. Let me drink some water here. So the next thing I'm about to show, because it connects to what I'm about to with the 331 stuff. Um, the next thing I show, understand that I could show you a lot more about this particular number, this particular first thing that I'm gonna show right here. But I can't. I don't want to get into all that. So I'm just showing you the most important, not important, but it'll make you understand why this particular number is so important. But anyway, let's keep going here. Yeah, well, let me explain to you why someone's mentioning 330, and I'm saying that 331 is the number, but 330 and 331 connect to each other because March 30th on a leap year is the 90th day of the year. So that's why 331 is 90th day. But on a leap year, 330 is the 90th thing. That's why 330 and 331 connects to each other. Okay? Just like 331 and 332. Because 331 becomes the 91st day on a leap year, which would be the next day. Do you get what I'm saying? But next day would be 4-1, right? And you know what happened on 4-1? They had you remember what happened on 4-1? They had the the Space Needle April Fool's prank where they said it collapsed back in 1989. You know? Yeah, I'm going to show all that in a minute. Just calm down, people. um, hold on. Give me 1 second here. Okay, here we go. So, my phone just messed up. Darn it. I can barely see now. I messed up my phone went dark on me, folks. So be patient because I can barely see the screen. So you know that EL, like Elvis, EL means God in Hebrew. The EL is very important. The EL looks like the numbers 3 and 7. See if that it looks like a 3, the E. The L looks like a 7. EL, it looks like 7-3 or 3-7. The word perfect is 7337. Okay? And notice it's got a 611 in the backwards numbers, but forget about that. Perfect is 7337. So the EL is connected to the 73 and the 37 because it looks like it, right? And just real quick before I get to the important info, the EL equals 17. And I told you that Trump's going to get his head in the 17th state, Ohio. And notice, um, that he was elected the 47th president in the year 25. You see? And Elvis has been dead 47 years. And look, you have the 37, which is the EL, 8-1 with a crown. Elvis is born on 1-8. You got a lot of connections with the EL. That's all I'm saying, okay? And Ohio's the 17th state. You know what I mean? Like I said. So that's where Trump's going to get his head on. Anyway, so let's get to what's really important here. So remember, the EL connects to the 7337, okay? Now watch how it all connects. Look at this. So if you were to type in the numbers, write it out. 7337, it equals 331. And I just showed you all the connections with the 331. All right, if you've been watching the video, you see what I'm saying, right? Okay, are you getting what I'm showing here? If you've been watching all the 331 connections I've been showing. Now watch how it all connects to Trump, okay? And of course, it connects to Elvis, but so 37 when written out equals 165, 73 when written out. So 37 when written out is 165, 73 is 166, and that's why when you put them together, it equals 331 when they're both together written out. But this is individually. 37 is 165, 73 is 166. And what is that? That's Trump's birthday. Trump is born on 6/14, the 165th day of the year, and the 166th day of the year on a leap year. You see? Okay. And, oh, you know what? I forgot to put this out there. Hold on. I actually forgot to write this out. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to write this out. And, what am I doing? What? Give me a second to think about what I'm doing here. What is wrong with me? Oh, stupid. I was like, what am I doing? So, let me show this one more time. Because I was telling you with the 331, right? Because 37, when written out, equals 165. 73 equals 166. 37, 73 connect to the EL because it looks like the numbers 37 or 73, the EL. Perfect is 73 37s, right? And 73 37, when written out, equals 331. 73 and 37 together equals 331. But individually, right, it's 37 equals 165, 73 equals 166. That's Trump's birthday. 6/14 is 165th day of the year. On a leap year, it's the 166th day of the year, okay? Now, what's important about the 6/14 is date. Look, even the date 6/14 connects to the 37 or 73s. You see? 3737, the two ELs or two ELs with the sevens in front. It's 6/14 or 14/6. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. It connects to Trump's birthdays. Those two, the two ELs, right? Hold on. What did I do with it? Because the word perfect. Remember, I told you the word perfect has two ELs. The 7337. You know. Anyway, so let's keep going. And that's why I said Trump's birthday if you add it up, is 331. Do you get it? All right. That's what what I'm talking about here. Okay. Which has the 3773 equals 165, 166. You know, the word perfect is 7337. The ELEL. You understand? 160. Anyway, it's all about the 331. So Trump's birthday connects to the 331. Okay. Now, also, even his birth year connects to the 331. 1946, if you add up all the numbers for 1946, you know, the 19 and the 46 and its prime numbers, put it all together, you get 331. And notice that it's got the 66, it's got the 266. Tupelo's area code was 662, you know? And I told you the word twin equals 66, and two of them, 266s, because Elvis had an identical twin, you know, but it died at birth, right? And anyway, and I told you it all goes back to the connection with Elvis, because Elvis turned 90 this year. The date 331 is the 90th day of the year, and 67th prime is 331. Elvis equals 67. You see what I'm saying? All right. And what else? And anyway, like I just showed, what I just showed in that card, Elvis being 90 and 331. And 67, when written out, equals 162. Elvis equals 67. Jesse, the twin who died, equals 67. 67 is the first number that equals 162 when written out. June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. Well, why am I I'm showing the wrong stuff again. Sorry about that, folks. I'm going the wrong way. This is the cards I've already shown. Sorry. Anyway, let's get back to where I was here. This is the last thing I showed before I started showing the same cards again. So, and remember, Elvis turned 90 this year, and Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4, right? So Trump's born on 6/14. 6 times 14 equals 84. Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th. And if you add up all the numbers between 6 and through 14, it equals 90. And I just told you Elvis turned 90 this year. And it's all about the 331, right? And I just showed you how Trump's birthday adds up to that 331 stuff. Are you understanding? I just showed you all the connections with Trump connecting to the 331. I showed you all the stuff Elvis connected with the 331. Now, and I told you Elvis turned 90 this year, right? And now the 331 date is the 90th day of the year, right? The date 331 also. And if you add up all the numbers between Trump's birthdays, 6 through 14, get it? It's 6/14 his birthday, it equals 90. And 6 times 14 equals 84. And Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4. Okay? So it's a perfect connection here. Okay? And I hope you guys understood how important that is, what I just showed. And you know all this 76 stuff that's been going around in the last few days. The reason 76 is so important is because it's the backwards of 67. It's the same numbers, same letters and everything. The word 67 equals 76. Same exact stuff. I just told you all this stuff connecting with Elvis to 67 and the 331. 67th prime is 331. 76 days in between 331 and 6/14. Okay? Do you see that? 331 to Trump's birthday, 6/14 is 76 days when you add the day. Okay? Because 67 is the backwards of 76. You get what I'm saying? And interestingly enough, even Trump's prime numbers for his date, 6 and 14, if you add up all the numbers, it equals 76. If you add it all up, okay, that's another connection to the 76. Look at this. From 331 to August 4th, the day Trump gets his head wound, is 4 months, 4 days. If you don't add the day, 4 months, 5 days. If you add the day. And you know Trump is the 44th person to become president and 45th actual president to take office. So he is the 44, 45. And who was born on 8/4? The 44th president, Obama. You see how it all connects? Okay? You know? You see what I'm saying? Okay? And you know who's born on 331? The 45th vice president. Hold on. Do you know who's born on 331? The 45th vice president. You know who the 45th vice president was? Al Gore. And who was his president? The 42nd president. So the 42nd president had the 45th, because I told you that Elvis needs the 45 and the 47, right? So the 42nd president, Bill Clinton, and Bill Clinton's born on 8/19. The 8th prime number is 19. And in between Elvis's birth and the birth of Bill Clinton is 4,242 days exactly. And he was the 42nd president. So in between Elvis's birth and the birth of Clinton, the 42nd president is 4,242 days exactly. Okay, you think that's a coincidence? And then they had the 45th vice president, and he's born on 331, the 45th vice president. I give up. And in between 331 and August 4th is 4 months, 5 days. Anyway, let's move on. And you know what? Check this out. Where is it? You know what Al Gore's thing is? You know his look at the Letters, folks. Watch this. Look at Al Gore. Look at the letters. Al Gore has the same as my name. It's my name in the Al Gore. Look at that. E-L and then my name, G-A-R-O. You see that? And you know Garo equals the word king, right? But anyway, it's got the E-L Garo. Look at that. Yeah, okay. That's just a little, thing I threw in there, but that's not important. Okay, now, so remember, I was showing you all the connections, how Trump is connected to the 331, his birth date, and the year he's born is connected to the 331. And then from 331 to August 4th is 4 months, 5 days when you add the day. And he's going to get his head wound on August 4th. So it's got the 45 connection to the 331, from 331 to 84, right? Now watch this. Remember, we're talking about the 331. Now, let me just tell you something, folks. I was born on a leap year. Okay, so I was born on September 4th, but it landed on the September 5th day because it was a leap year. Okay? So my birthday connects to September 4th and September 5th. Okay, 9-4, 9-5. Now, I forgot what I was going to bring up. My birthday is 8 months, 4 days into the year. So it connects to 8-4. So 8-4 connects to 9-4. Okay? Just like 7-4 connects to 8-4, because 7 months, 4 days into the year is 8-4. All right? And I told you how important the 74 is, because Jesus equals 74, Lucifer equals 74. That's what that whole Obama thing is about, right? Because Trump has to get his head wound on August 4th. Anyway, so 8-4 connects to 9-4 because 8 months, 4 days into the year is September 4th, right? Or September 5th, even on a leap year. It's still 8 months, 4 days into the year. The amount of days changed, but the month and days didn't. So it's 8 months, 4 days into the year, September 4th. Now, check this out. Just like I just explained to you how important the 331 is connecting to Trump's birthday, all that stuff. Now, watch how it connects to everything. And how it connects to, even to me, but it has to be shown because look, see, Trump's birthday, 6/14, add that 331, you get 9/4/5, which is my birthday connection. Because I was born on 9/4, but it landed on the 9/5 day. Okay? See? So it's a 9/4/5. And remember, August 4th is 8 months, 4 days. September 4th is 8 months, 4 days into the year. Okay? But it's the 331 with Trump's birthday. That's what we're looking at, 9/4/5. Okay? And do you think it's just a coincidence? Check this out. The 6th prime number is 13. The 11th prime number is 31. Look, 1, 3, 3, 1, right? 6th prime is 13. 11th prime is 31. If you add up all the numbers between 1 and 331, look at those numbers. 54946. And Trump was born in 46, but I'm born in 64. Look, it's got the same numbers as my birthday. 9-4, but I landed on the 9-5 day, but 64. It's the same numbers, 6-4, 9-4-5. See what I mean? And it connects to the 1331, 1331, 6 prime, 13, 11 prime is 31, right? And by the way, I could show you much more with that, but I'm going to just explain to you why I'm showing that. Because remember, Elvis needs the 9, right? That's the only reason I'm showing this. I don't care about my birthday. It's not the reason. The reason is because Elvis needs the 9. Because 1 through 8 equals 36, which is the 666, because 1 through 36 equals 666, but 1 through 8 equals 36. All right, but anyway, so Elvis needs the 9, right? 1 through 9 equals 45. There's my birthday again, 945. Because I keep explaining to you that he needs that 9, right? And if you still think it's a coincidence, look, September's month chart, I was born in the 9th month, right? And the fourth number down, look, ninth month. Then the next time September comes around, it's the 21st month, 12 months later. 12 months later be the 33rd month, 12 months later be the 45th month. I was born on 9/4, and look, it's got the 45. You see what I'm saying? And if you add up all these numbers, it's 108, and that's Elvis's birthday, 1/8. 108 is his birthday, January 8th. So it connects to 9/4, and it's at 45. 945, you see? And look, folks, if you can't, I know this is hard to follow. I'm just trying to, explain to you how important. Remember, I told you Elvis needs the 9, the 1/9. He's born on 1/8. Look, square root of 331. The first four numbers of the square root of 331 is 18.19. You see? And look, the 42nd prime number is 181. Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state. So if you use the first three numbers, it's 18.1. And that 331 is the first time you see 18.19 at 331. And I told you the 67th prime is 331. The 19th prime is 67. 67th prime is 331. You see what I mean? It all connects to each other. And if you still think that's a coincidence, you think I'm talking nonsense. Remember, I told you Elvis needs the 9, the 1/9. Elvis is born on 1/8. The 18th prime is 61. 19th prime is 67. Add them up, you get 165. That's Trump's birthday, the 165th day of the year. Look, you get the EL. 1819 is 37. Okay, add it up, you get 165, Trump's birthday. All right, my hand's getting tired. All right, I know this is convoluted, but listen, I can only show it, and later on, once the predictions manifest, then you'll understand how it all connects. Do you get what I'm saying? That's how you know. Because once you see it happen, then the connections will make, you know what I mean? Like, you know how a puzzle, it'll show you the picture on the front of the puzzle, and then you get all the pieces inside. That's what it is. So once the predictions happen, then you can put all the puzzle pieces together. Does that make sense or no? Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, somebody just put something that that I was going to mention in another video. But yeah, and also Aaliyah. Someone's mentioning Selena, just like Aaliyah died on 116, which is the 611. You understand? I've actually shown those two connections before. Someone just mentioning something. Hold on, folks. This is my what? My 15th? What do you mean? My 15th birth. What does that mean? I don't get it. What are you guys talking about? Hold on. I'm trying to catch up to the chat here. So it was Aaliyah's birthday was 116. Sorry. I knew it was 116 something. So when did Aaliyah die? So it was 116 her birthday. Okay. I don't know. I just know that it was 116 connected to Aaliyah. When did Aaliyah die? But anyway, somebody was mentioning Selena, the singer. Also another one, When did Selena die?
Selena died on March 31st, 1995.
And see the 9-5 and the 331. Do you see what I'm saying? And look at that. Her date of birth was 4. You see that? Her date of birth was 416. 614, Trump's birthday. The numbers 416, 614. The 106th day of the year. That's the crown number 106. But anyway, it's the 33195 connection. Interesting. Well, we need to see the. When did Aaliyah die?
Aaliyah died on August 25th, 2001.
So yeah, she was born on 1/16/79. She died right before 9/11. You see that? Anyway, whatever, man. Like I said, folks, it's just too much, man. I'm not even done yet. I'm almost done. If you guys can't understand that these are not coincidences, then I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. All right. It's too much, folks. Too much. Too much info, man. It's just too much. Too much for the brain. Selena is what? Goddess of the moon? Interesting. Yeah. Mexican flag shows an eagle eating a snake. Hmm. Oh, and Beyonce's born on my birthday, yeah. All right, so let's keep going. So remember, I'm showing you all the connections with no watch. So for the people who are doing a watch date, you can watch both 3:30 and 3:31 because maybe it would happen at night, and at 3:31 you might have the it come out to the public more. You know what I mean? So just look for both those days for a possible predictive programming, but it doesn't have to happen. I told you guys because a lot of predictive programming has already happened. They don't need to do anymore. Okay, but my predictions is June 11th and August 4th. Don't worry about all the predictive programming crap. But anyway, so let's keep going. So remember, I told you everything's connected to Elvis and Trump, right? So let's keep going. I'm almost done, folks. Hold on. Where am I here? So I told you guys I created this years ago. The reverse date of the reverse date of a date. So whatever date you pick, its reverse date would be how many days remaining. So 6/14, Trump's birthday is the 165th day of the year. What remains is 200 days. So the 200 day of the year is 7/19. So Trump's reverse date is 7/19. Okay. So Trump's reverse date is 7/19. Now, why am I showing that? Because look at this. I think if there is another one, there might be one other date that equals the exact same. But notice that June 14th, its reverse date equals exactly the same when written out. There might be another one that equals the exact same if it's in its reverse date, but I'm not sure which one it is, if there is one. But June 14th equals July 19th. Okay? And it's its reverse date. And interestingly enough, it even has a 331 connection. Because look, from 6/14 to 7/19, it's either 35 or 36 days if you add the day. So 36 is the key here, 3 sixes. And then from 7/19 to 6/14 is 331 if you add the day. So it even has or 330, which I explained to you. 330 on a leap year would be the 90th day of the year. 331 is the 90th day of the year. And on leap years, 91 days. But anyway, we're talking about how 6/14 has been connecting to the 331 this whole video, which is Trump's birthday. And Trump's reverse birth is 7/19. Okay? Okay, so I'm just showing you how it has a connection to the 331. That's all. And you know what's interesting? The last Bible verse Am I correct that it's 22:21? Hold on. What is the last verse of the Bible? Yeah, the last verse of the Bible is Revelation 22:21. Okay, so that's an interesting connection right there. That 331, its prime number is 2221. Okay. Now, um, what else? Oh, interesting that 331, what I just showed with the last Bible verse. And remember, the 67th prime is 331. Okay, so if I were to put 67 here, it would be the 331. But you know what I did here? I just added the 331 to the 2221, makes 2552. Notice it's the same numbers forward and backward, 2552, 2552. And we're in the year 25, right? And look, 2,552 days. Look at that. It's on certain years. Most of the time, it's going to be 6 years, 11 months, 26 days, and we're in the year in between 25 and 26. But only certain years, it's 6 years, 11 months, 25 days for this amount of days. But most of the time, it's 6 years, 11 months, 26 days. So that's why it has to happen in between 25 and 26. You see? Think about what's a coincidence that this connecting, the 331 connects to the amount of days is 6 years, 11 months, 25 or 26 days, and we're in between the year 25 and 26, and it's going to happen on 6/11, the Washington State event. You know what I'm saying? I think, I'm sure that that's just a coincidence, right? And you know that Elvis's comeback special was in 1968, and that was the year MLK was killed, right? And you know how old Elvis was that year? 33 years old, right? And MLK was killed on 4/4, but it landed on the 4/5 day, which was the 94-95 day of the year, which is my birthday again. MLK was killed on the 94-95 day of the year because it was a leap year. It was 95th day. But regularly, it would have been the 94th day. But anyway, 1968 was a leap year. The year MLK was killed in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis lived and died. The king had the king whacked. You understand? Because Elvis is known as the king. Anyway, and now that Seattle is named after Martin Luther King. I mean, the King County in Seattle, Seattle's King County is named after Martin Luther King now. They changed it from a different king to Martin Luther King now. But anyway, so Elvis's comeback special was that year on December 3rd, 12/3. At the age of 33, Elvis's comeback special. It was a leap year. Look at this. From Elvis's birthday in 1968, from Elvis's birthday to 12/3, if you don't add the day, it's 330. If you add the day, it's 331. You see that? See that? I'm sure that's just a coincidence. And he was 33 years old. MLK was killed that year on the 94-95 day of the year. 4/4 landed on the 4/5, remember? Okay. And check this out. From that day, the comeback special, to the day Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown, the year Elvis died, Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown. Horse racing is known as the sport of kings. The horse was called Seattle Slew. Slew means to violently kill. It's the past tense of slay. So the year Elvis died, there was a horse called Seattle Slew that won the Triple Crown. From that day, Elvis's comeback special to 6/11/77 was 1,331 days, or 1,330 days if you don't add the day. 1,331 days. Look, prime 6 prime is 13, 11 prime is 31. You see? Okay. How much more? Like, how many more connections do you want? Oh yeah, someone's saying in a certain gematria cipher that 331. What? Wait, what did you write? 331 equals 1331. That's interesting. Yeah, really. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I don't know, but and you know that Washington State was founded on 11/11. Oh, hold on one second. My hands are getting tired, folks. I need to put this down for a minute. I can't even move my hand, man. Oh, it went numb. Anyway, by the way, 11 times 11 times 11 equals 1331. And you know that I told you that um, 1331 connects to the 611, even on the 1331 minutes. If you just look at what I've shown before, go watch that last video before this one. Not the, no, I'm sorry, the one before that, the 3 hour video. I showed the 1331 connection. But yeah, 6 prime is 13, 11 prime is 31. Yeah. That's why 1331 is important. But um, anyway, I don't have much left. I only have like 5 cards left. No, actually only 3 or 4. And they're not even that important. Yeah, I appreciate the people in the comment. I still didn't get what you meant, the 15th birth. What are you guys saying? Can you explain to me what you guys were talking about? My 15th birth. What does that mean? No, listen, Cohen. What's important is that it connects to the reset. That's what this whole thing's about. Because I told you the reset numbers are the 0 and the 1, the binary. So right now we're in the 0 and the 1 connection on the clock. You know, um, do you get what I'm saying? That because 24 was the 0, 0, then 25 is the 1. So we're at the 1 right now, the reset, and and um, and listen, I don't want to get into all the. All I know is it has to do with the reset. That's all I know, man. Don't ask me anymore. You know, I've already. To everyone listening, pay attention. All I know is the dates, the players involved, and the places. I don't know. I didn't know the year, but every year I had to explain to people how uh, important. Not important. What's the word? Because you need to get out of Washington State. So, like I said, I didn't know the year. You know, that's why I've always had the same predictions because I know it's going to happen. I just didn't know what year. All right. And the reason that every year has been perfect because they're laying a foundation. When you're laying a foundation and you're getting up to the pyramid, their capstone, it's got to end, right? It's coming to its end. They're making everything perfect. They're lining it up. And that's why every year it's been perfect until they get to their capstone, which is coming. All right. It has to happen within this time frame because I told you that it has to happen while Trump is still relevant. How much more older is this guy going to get? So obviously it's got to be because um, Trump is the image of Elvis. You know what I mean? He's not Elvis. He's the image of Elvis. He's Elvis's vessel. Yeah, I did a couple of reset videos You got to go back and watch. There's one of them that doesn't have. I gotta change the title because I didn't put reset on one of them. But anyway, let me finish. No, I don't know. Don't ask me anymore. I answered it to the best of my ability. But I do say this that as Christians, uh, anytime between now and 2036, 2037, I don't think you'll see any more Christians after that period. So it's got to happen between now and 2036, 2037. But it could happen way before that. I'm just saying that's the latest of any kind of anything happening. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about the prediction. The prediction is going to happen. I'm talking about how long is it going to take for them to implement everything. It could be within the next couple of years, or because I know the Antichrist reigns for 42 months. But when is the Antichrist going to start reigning? That's what you have to ask yourself. Is it after he heals from his deadly wound? See, that's what you have to ask yourself. When does he heal from his deadly wound? Because we know he's going to get his head wound. He miraculously recovers, but when does he return and reign? That's what you have to ask. Okay, so basically, what I'm saying is that it's 42 months from the moment that that they basically when he proclaims himself to be God or something. I don't know. Don't ask me. That's why I'm trying to tell you people that when you see these two predictions happen, June 11th and August 4th, when those two predictions happen, understand that time is short. Okay? Just understand that time is short. All right, let me just show this last part. So Washington State, its founding date was 11/11. Forget about the year right now, even though that's important. But 11/11, okay? And notice its birth was 89. The next year it turned 90. 1890 it would have been. You know what I mean? The birth year, 1889, 0 years old, then 1890 would be one, which I've explained to you guys. And look, Elvis is 1/8. You see what I mean? But anyway, um, and Elvis is 90 now. Do you get it? So 1 year old, he'd be 90. I mean, the year I'm talking about. I know you're not going to understand unless you watch my reset videos. But 11/11 is when Washington State was founded. Okay? And remember I told you the Tupelo area code was 662 and 331 is the 67th prime. Look at that. The square root of 11 is 3.31. See that? And it's got to be, and I explained to you guys, it's got to be 2. Okay? Do you understand? And what connects the twin is the 69, which is a crown, you know? And you could say the Washington date 11/11. You see what I'm saying? 11, what's in between, is the 0, whatever, 11/11. But the point I'm trying to make is the 69 is in between it. 6/11, 9/11. Do you get it? 6/11, 9/11. The 69 is the crown. So what do these two 11s need? Is the 69, the 6 and the 9, 6/11, 9/11, right? And 662 is the 67th prime. Remember, Elvis and Jesse, they were both 67. Elvis equals 67, Jesse equals 67. The 67th prime is 331 and 331. They were born in Tupelo. Tupelo area code is 662. You see what I'm saying? It's all connected, right? Now, hold on. Oh, wow. I was just about to say something. Are you serious? Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Check this out. you remember I was telling you that you just ask yourself this, because I, oh, sorry, I didn't realize that the camera wasn't on me. Um, so remember, I was telling you how the 331 is so important to this puzzle, the 67 prime being 331. And the date 331 is the 90th day of the year, and on leap year it's 91. 90 and then 1. 90, 91, 90, 91, right? And Elvis is 90 to 91, right? He's in between 90 and 91 right now, all right? His age. Now, what is the upside down 90? Is the 60. And you know how old I am, right? I'm 60 right now. It's going to happen while I'm still 60. Elvis is 90, I'm 60. The crown, do you understand? The 9-6? 9 and 6 is the crown. 90, 60. Both of them have a crown, right? 90 plus 60 is 150, right? Which is the crown. The O is the 15th letter, right? Check this out. So, man, this is ridiculous. So, Elvis, he was born in oh man, I'm about ready to lose it. Check this out. I forgot to write the card out, folks. Hold on. So, what is the first two area codes of Elvis's birth state? Not the place. Pay attention. Birth state for Tennessee. I mean, he was born in Mississippi, born in Memphis. I mean, born in he was born in Mississippi, died in Tennessee. What was their first area codes for that state? The first area codes. Look at that. 601 and 901. You see that? 601 and 901. So you have the 611, the 911, two crowns. Even 6 and 9 is a crown, 15, 9 and 6, 15, and then 2, 215. Seattle Slew was born on 215. But anyway, listen, the point I'm trying to make is, by the way, Memphis, Tennessee is the 901 area code. But Mississippi, remember, they were born in Tupelo, Mississippi, but Mississippi's first area code was 601. Tennessee's area code is 901. And Elvis is 90 years old in between 91. Do you understand? 90, 91 right now. And I'm between 60 and 61. And Elvis's identical twin, Jesse, had my middle name. Has my name in his middle name. His name was Jesse Garon Presley. My name is Garo, Garo. His middle name was Garon. But anyway, the one who died. But the point I'm trying to make is that you have the 901. Do you understand? He's 90 years old in between 91. Okay, and I told you that he needed the 9, and the 9 with the crown, and then the reset is the 1, the 0-1, the binary number of 0-1. Do you get it? Are you understanding what I'm saying here? And now I'm going to put these, I didn't want to show this because I have it in a different video, But let me just show you this. That way you can understand. So when you put the, hold on, let me put this up there. Hold on. The abbreviation, I think, of Mississippi is MS, but I'm just gonna put MISS. And then Tennessee, I'm gonna put TNN. And then the hold on, let me write it out. What? What is this? Oh yeah, this is it. Look at this. All right, here we go. Watch. So, check this out. Add up which digits. I'm sorry, I don't know which one you're telling me. Oh yeah, you mean 17, right? Yeah. 15 plus 2 is 17, right? 17 state. 17 state is Ohio. Yeah. Hold on. What was Washington State first area code?
According to
Listen.
1280 News Stop Kit, Washington's oldest area code is 206.
206, right? And that's Seattle's area code. So pay attention. Washington State's first area code is 206. What was Mississippi's first area code? It doesn't want to say it, but I'll show you. It's 601. I know you're seeing it backwards, 106, but it's 601, okay? Now, what's Tennessee's first area code? See? 901. Okay? I know you're seeing it backwards, but it's 901. So 601, 901, and 206. You ready? What is this all about, folks? I told you. You see what it adds up to? 1708. See? EL 178. You see? And in the year 25, you see? 1708, 1708, you see? See what I'm saying? Mississippi, Tennessee, and Washington's area code. See that? And what is, Obama, Trump is, I told you Trump's connected to the 8-4 and the 9-4, my birthday. Look, 8-4, the day Trump gets his head wound, and my birthday, 9-4, is 17-8. The numbers, you see it? Just like what I just showed. You see what I'm saying? It's the EL. You see? Did you guys get that? I hope you guys understood that, because again, it's so complicated and convoluted. People are like, well, but but every year it's perfect. Yes, till it's going to be perfect until their capstone happens and it's ended. when is it going to end? That's the question. All right. And I just don't see it any other way than this way. Okay. This is what I'm saying. And the reason I'm saying that, okay, that I believe that this is the final one, okay, besides hold on, let me catch up to the chat. Um, um, and Seattle is the EL state. That's the anagram. EL state. Okay? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. It's all about the EL. And state equals the word Janus, which is the two-faced God, Anyway, so, oh my goodness. I forgot what I was about to write. You gotta be kidding me right now. Oh man. I was just about to show something. Hold on. See, here's what happens when you read the chat. You try to think of something. What was I gonna say? My goodness. Because Elvis died at the age of 42, right? And Washington's the 42nd state. Okay? And the original birthday of Washington was 211. And I showed you that the second prime is 3, the 11th prime is 31. So the 211 connects to that 331 connection, which I've been talking about this whole video. And the let me just show this real quick before I show the connection that I'm trying to show here. So the second prime is 3, the 11th prime is 31. That's Washington's original birthday, 211. If you add up all the numbers, it's 47. Look at that. And Elvis has been dead for 47 years. Trump is the 47th president, right? 47th prime is 211. So the 211 connects to the 47, and the 211 is the 42nd day of the year, right? You see what I'm talking about? And Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington is the 42nd state, right? And guess what the percentage is of 155 days, which is what's in between Elvis's birthday and 611, is 155 days. When you add the day, 155 days equals 42.47%. See, it's the 4247, which is what I was just showing you, right? Because it doesn't matter, man. Just understand that this is it. Okay, this is what they're waiting for now. How I know that because Elvis died at the age of 42, Washington's the 42nd state. If you add up all the numbers between 1 through 42, here's what you get. And I believe that this is what it's about. That I believe that because it equals, because Elvis just turned 90, right? And I told you that he needed the 9, and it's 1 through 42 equals 903. 90, Elvis turned, and the 3. I told you that the 0 is a crown, the O, the letter O, the 0, and the W is a crown. All right, like Washington. Washington is the crown, the W. And that's why you had George W. Bush. You understand that crap? Anyway, so it's 90 with a crown, you see? 90 with a crown. Elvis just turned 90. Okay? And interesting, if you added the 42 to the 903, it becomes 945. But you can't do that because you're already adding the 42. But with prime numbers, you could have. If you were adding up all the prime numbers between 1 through 42, all of them together, every number, then you could have added the 42. But because you already added the 42 to this number, you can't add it. That's why I don't put that and count it. But if it did, it would have been perfect. It would have been 945, which is my birthday connection again. But anyway, okay, now lastly, and I really don't want to go through all the connections. Hold on. Let me just catch up to the chat. Hold on. Let me just catch up on. Listen, for the people who don't know, I've been saying this for this whole time. Don't don't act like I haven't been saying that, but just to show you, because somebody's mentioning, because I told you that Elvis's comeback special was on 12/3. Look, like I said, you think these are coincidences? Look, the 12th prime equals this, and the 3rd prime equals this. Look. See that? His comeback special was on 12/3. The 12th prime is 37, which is the EL. The 3rd prime is 5. And if you add those up, it's 15 and 42. Look, the 15 is the crown. And the 42, Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state. You see what I mean? Even that connects. Even the date of Elvis's comeback special was 12/3, right? Back in 1968. But anyway, if you saw the video earlier, you know what I'm talking about. All right. And by the way, the letter O is the 15th letter, and reduced is 6. 4 plus 2 is 6, and then the backwards of O is 12, and then reduce is 3. So it's actually the letter O right there in front of you. The backwards of the letter O is 12/3. For the people who don't know gematria, you're not going to understand that. But anyway, let me just say this to you. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel, but I'm just going to show this one card. If you've seen my videos, you know how much I've shown all the connections of this. I have like 20 more cards on this, but I'm not going to show it to you. Elvis and Jesse, they were born on 1/8, both of them. 1818 is 2/16, 8181. Like they say the date backwards in the UK for the day the identical twins were born would be 16/2. You see, it's 2/16 or 16/2. August 4th is the 216th day of the year. June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. So it's perfect for my predictions for the twins' birth. Okay? You see what I'm saying? These are my 2 prediction dates. And I didn't know any of this information. Remember that. And why am I showing that? Is because of where these twins were born. See? Tupelo. See? 2, get it? P is the 16th letter. ELO. God is EL. The crown is O. 2PELO. You think? I mean, literally, they created this place just for Elvis. Do you not understand that? Okay? Because it's the 2/16s, 16/2s. 2/16, 16/2s, 2P. Like, that's why that Tupac, 2PELO, Tupac, And where was Tupac? If you really, listen, if you don't believe what I'm about to tell you, pay attention, okay? For you can understand this. Pay attention. What club was Tupac coming from when he was shot? Where is it? Tupac going to Club 662. Hold on. I'm about ready to lose it. Look, remember, Tupelo area code, folks, was 662. Where was Tupac going? Tupac was going to perform at 662, the club 662, but he got shot. See? You see? Look at that. September 7th. The 25th prime is 97. Wait a minute. He was killed on 9/7 at the age of 25? No. That can't be right, right? Because 25th prime is 97. What age did Tupac die?
Tupac Shakur was 25 years old when he died in 1996.
There it is. There it is. He. Wait, what? No. Oh, he died 6 days later on September 13th. He didn't die. He was shot on September 7th. He didn't die that day. I thought he died that day. That would have been interesting because he got shot on 9/7. But do you understand what I'm saying? He was killed in Las Vegas, which is Sin City, the 36th state, Elvis's favorite hangout. You know, he did all his concerts there. But he was going to the 662 Club, which is the Tupelo area code. Tupac, Tupelo. Do you not understand? Tupac. Tupac, the AC, Antichrist. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second to catch up. So, Tupac, understand what you're saying. So, you're saying that. So, what are you saying here? Remember, the TU is the 216 or 16-2, which is the August 4th or June 11th, and also connected to their birth dates of the twins, 1818 or 8181 is 216, 16-2. Tupac, the AC, Antichrist. Okay? And where was he going? What club? The 662 Club, right? You stupid. Where is that stupid card? No, I can't even find that card. No, I could have already made it out instead of trying to look for it. So the 662 Club, which is the Tupelo area code, and it was Tupac going, right? And I told you he had the AC in his name, right? The Antichrist equals 154, right? So remember that. So remember, Tupac had the TUP and the AC, right? So it's like ELO for the, you got the ELO, you got the AC, right? The Antichrist, not Antichrist, but the Antichrist equals 154. So if you add the Antichrist to the Tupelo area code, is 816. Elvis died on 816. I showed that earlier, right? And the point I'm trying to make is because it said Tupac, Tupac, Antichrist, and he was going to the club 662. Yeah, I'm sure that's just a coincidence, folks. No, it's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. You people are nuts if you think that's a coincidence. When was Biggie Smalls killed?
According to FBI Vault, Christopher Biggie Smalls Wallace. Christopher George Wallace, 1972 to 1997, also known as Notorious B.I.G., was a rap musician who was murdered on March 9, 1997.
I actually have
The
something
FBI opened a civil
on this,
rights
but I don't know
law
where it is right
investigation.
now. There's actually a big connection with him. I can't remember it now, but let me look at what is it? What was the date? When was Tupac killed? September 13th, 96. September 13th, 96. March 9th, 97. Hold on. I want to see the amount of days in between those two. But really, we should be checking from Elvis's. I have that somewhere, but I don't feel like looking for it and then coming back. Hold on. Give me a second here. So what was it again? 3-9. Oh man, now I can't remember. Wait a minute, which one was it? Hold on. This is unbelievable. 3-9-97. Yeah, and the other one was 9-13-96. I just want to see how many days in between. Oh, look at that. 178. There's that number I was telling you about with the EL. It's 178 days in between the EL, the 178. 5 months, 25 days. That's George Floyd's death date, 5/25. That's right. Tupac's killer's birthday was on 6/14. I've talked about that. I was always saying that they were going to take him out, that Tupac's supposed killer, 6/14. That's Trump's birthday. Yeah, that's right. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, I mentioned that before. I forgot to mention it. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Joseph. Yeah, because back then when they were saying that they were going to release that dude, I mentioned that, but they never released him. But I said that he could still die in jail. There's still a chance because he's still in the news. I just saw it like a week ago again, but he was in the news. Yeah. Anyway, folks, like I said, I could go on all day with these connections, folks. Anyway, any last words? Um, I know that there was a big connection with Biggie Smalls. I just can't remember it. Let me see if I put it into the. Is it to Elvis's birthday or his death date? Let me find out. Hold on. I know there was some connection. Oh yeah, I can't show it. Forget it. Now I remember what it is. Yeah, it's not ready to be shown yet. It's for a different video. I'm probably not even going to show it, even in that important video. Anyway, folks, any last words? Like I said, I could go on all day. I left out a bunch of stuff uh, because it never ends. The connections never end because I told you guys that when one number connects, it's going to keep connecting, because that's what it's meant to do. That's why I keep telling you guys they're building a foundation that's perfect. And in order for their magic spells to work, they have to line up. Okay? Do you not understand? It has to line up. I'll give you guys 2 more minutes here. Anybody have anything to say? Make sure you thumb up the video. So ridiculous, man. Hours and months and days of research. I can't even get you guys to thumb up the video, man. So crazy, man. It's like the worst. Like, let me go to the worst video ever on somebody else's channel right now, and let's look at all the thumbs up that they have. Let's go to that video. Hold on. It's just the worst nothing video.
Casey and the Sunshine Band doing it.
Let's see. Look at this. There's only like 200 people watching this person's video right now, and or maybe it's over the video. Is that why? But they got only 200 people watching, I think. And it's got 150 thumbs up already. Now, it can't be only 195 watching. That can't be right. But anyway, it's got 150 thumbs up. I can't even look at the thumbs up on my video, man. I'm giving you guys biblical prophecy that's about to take place, and I can't even get you guys. That's why I said you guys will regret it. You'll see. Just remember when I was asking you guys for a cup of water and you wouldn't even give me a cup of water. Yep. Remember. Just remember that. And I keep telling you guys, you're not doing it for me. You're doing it for the algorithm to help the other people see the video. I could care less. Okay? Because the only person that matters is God. All right? Jesus is God. And only his opinion matters. Okay? So whether you guys like me or don't like me, I don't care. Yeah. You're not thumbing up the video for me. You're thumbing it up to help people. All right? Because we're trying to get people to leave Washington State. Anyway. All right. All right. Oh, so someone wants to get banned from the channel. You know what? I'll leave you for right now, but I'll find out later. To this person, I'm gonna have to ban you from the channel. This one particular person. I'll figure it out later. But anyway, all right. End of video. Make sure you thumb up the video. Unreal, man. After I said thumb up the video, not one person thumbed up the video. It's still the same thumbs up. Anyway, end of video. Jesus is God.